but we are on a mission and have been so for a while to create the ultimate Auburn Mount Rushmore. To do that, we've got to do justice to the different categories. We hope that you've taken the time over the years that we've been doing this podcast to go back and check out the entire series that we've done. I believe there's quarterbacks, running backs, basketball point guards or guards, I think is what it was, baseball pitchers, academic buildings. So we have a lot already out there and plenty more to go. We just added one earlier in the show, apparently, that we have to do. Now, here's the thing. This one, we're not doing sports, but I think this is something that everybody can get on board with. Auburn Eats. And more specifically, we are going to do the Auburn Mount Rushmore of Auburn, what I'm going to call quick service options. Now, Austin and I have to define our terms, all that stuff here. Let's get on the same page. When we say Auburn quick, and this is a great segment for those of you that always ask where to eat in Auburn, we're going to bring up probably honorable mentions too as well in this. And
certainly,
final caveat too, as a statement to all restaurants owners out there, we are open to anybody. So this, just because we put this on the Mount Rushmore doesn't mean we don't love you. Doesn't mean we won't work with you. Just throwing that out there. So maybe if you want to find yourself changed into the Mount Rushmore, if you're not there, hit us up. So
there's room on this screen.
There's room on this screen. All right. So Auburn Mount Rushmore of quick service options, which means you go to a counter, you put your order in, even if they bring it to you, Austin. Is that what we're going to?
Yeah. Even if they bring it to you, if you get it right away, no matter what. Yeah. Even if all that.
The other caveat, no national chains, right?
Yeah, no national chains, or like what you would, that's kind of subjective, but like no big chains. There's got to be some uniqueness to Auburn, if that makes sense.
Regional chains to some degree?
Because we both have some, but I think that there's some other outliers that make those more Auburn than not. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they might be regional, but they had a home.
Let me just say this. When I think of a regional chain, it doesn't extend really outside of Alabama, maybe some into Georgia as well. I mean, that's kind of what I think of. There might be some of our suggestions that go beyond that. One in particular that's kind of really tried to expand really big for a long time and I kind of honed it back in. But that's kind of our parameters. Anything else we need to set for our Auburn Mount Rushmore of quick service Auburn Eats?
I think that's good. That's good with me.
Would you like the first one?
You go ahead. This is similar to pitchers, where I think we're going to have some that are non-negotiables. So you go ahead.
Well, should we do the non-negotiable first?
Yes, let's go ahead.
1, 2, 3. You want to say it together? 1,
yes.
2, 3. Mama
Goldberg's. Yes.
Oh, that was terrible together, but hey, there it is.
I figured because internet, but Mama Goldberg's it's like the number one, right?
Yes.
There's really no other option. I know some of you are going to get on here, and if this is clipped later, some of you are going to reply and say it's soggy bread, whatever. It really doesn't matter.
Bring me the soggy bread.
Bring me the soggy bread first and foremost, because I'm all for it. It really doesn't matter your opinion of it at this point. Mama Goldberg's is the number one on Mount Rushmore for quick eats in Auburn, Alabama.
This is Bo Jackson of Auburn running backs that we've done. This is Cam and Pat of quarterbacks. This is Tim Hudson of pitchers that we've done. Like all these things. So
first one,
non-negotiable. You got to have your mama's love. And look, we know everybody's. We'll reiterate this. This is our Mount Rushmore. We want you to give us your takes on this too. You're going to be wrong.
They'll be wrong. If you don't have Mama G's, they'll be wrong. But I'd love to hear them. I'd love to tell you they're wrong.
Can we all agree that it tastes different at the original place?
100%.
And 100%. Why is that? What do they do there?
And look, I'll be honest with you. As someone, sorry, I'm getting choked up because I know people are going to hate on my Mama G's. I'll be honest with you too. I'm someone who, because I've worked on that side of town before.
Yeah.
I'm someone who really enjoys the, I'm losing the road name in my head right now. The one that's over across from the College Street Walmart.
Thatch. No.
That one's gone.
Yeah.
Out closer to the interstate.
Yeah.
Longleaf.
Right?
Yes. I'm someone who really enjoys that one because during the workday, especially, it's quieter. I get my food really fast. Not that they're slow, but just like,
it's hard to be quieter. Fast when everybody's going to your one location,
Exactly. And so I say that to say there is nothing like the original.
Yeah.
Its location, its aura, if I can go that far. And it's just like, it tastes different. It's different for better or worse. It's different at the OG.
It is. OG Mama's is something special. I have so many memories of just sitting in there, in between classes by myself, just having the time of my life with their screen TV above the fireplace. And
I lived right behind it in college. I spent many nights there.
You lived behind it?
Two complexes behind it, in the one in the little hole.
Lucky dog.
It was amazing. We had, it's been talked about many times, at the keychain that everybody desperately tried to get. After many basketball games, my roommate Caleb and I went there. And there's nothing like the OG. Absolutely nothing like it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's got to be the number one. So it sounded like we have some others that are overlap. Is that correct?
I think we got one. We got one more that I would put not as high as Mama G's, but as a non-negotiable.
Should we go ahead and do that one?
Yes.
Go ahead. I won't try to time it down this time. You just tell us what it is.
We can have all the debates we want about fried chicken in Auburn, Alabama, but the OG fried chicken in Auburn, Alabama is Guthrie's.
It is.
Yes. And Guthrie's has to make the Mount Rushmore.
The Mama G's Mount Rushmore.
I mean, that's how big Mama G's is. We're going to sponsor this Mount Rushmore as the Mama G's Mount Rushmore. The Guthrie's has to be on it. There's no question. It's an Auburn place through and through. Originated here. It still has a large presence. The original is no longer here, so we can't harp on how different it tastes there. But now has a massive one on the corner of downtown. Guthrie's is the OG fried chicken in what you could say is the fried chicken capital of the world in Auburn, Alabama. It has to be on our Mount Rushmore. You agree, correct?
I 100% agree. Love Guthrie's. Now, being originally from Montgomery, we had a bunch of them, and that's where my actual first taste of it came, and I really enjoyed it. A lot of my friends worked at Guthrie's for a long time. Auburn ties, all that good stuff.
It's wide across the state, so that kind of blurs some lines.
It is.
But it's got a heavy Auburn presence, a heavy Auburn ties of how it got going and started. So you can't have it without it.
And let me just add this caveat to having them on there. Yes, the original location is gone. May it rest in peace. And because I used to live right near it too, and I could go around the corner and go get it.
Yep.
Which was nice. Saw a lot of Auburn football players there all the time too, by the way. But they took over the old Sandy Freeze. Like that.
They did.
To me, that you want to talk about, I hate the term, but aura, that kind of adds to it, if that's you're on hallowed ground for a lot of Auburn people back in the day.
Yeah. And it moved in. So when I was in college, the original Sandy Freeze was obviously not here, but it was like a printing place or like a local Office Max, and then like a bank, stuff like that. And then it sat vacant for forever. And then when it was announced that Guthrie's was going to retrofit it,
so good.
It was like, oh man, that's perfect. It's as close as you can get to being back on the original hallowed ground space.
It's really good. And I know, listen, the chicken, we'll go back and maybe do a Mount Rushmore of Auburn chicken places, and then Guthrie's is going to be at the top of that.
It's going to get heated out of here.
We've done that in previous iterations of ETC Network content a long time ago, but there's that. All right, let's keep moving. I'll go ahead and take one. I think since we've covered at least most of our overlap. Another staple, you can go there for breakfast. You can go there for lunch. They have expanded their, I think, offerings a little bit, but also their times that they're available and days that they're available. Since kind of, reworking some of that. Byron's Smokehouse, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Austin, is in an old Dairy Queen. Is that correct?
I have never heard that, but I can see it.
The glass little.
I can see it. I've never heard that, but I could see it.
Looks just like the old Dairy Queen that used to be in Tallahassee, Alabama. I used to go to all the time with my family that lived in Tallahassee. So that's what I always call it, the Dairy Queen building, or things like that.
Yeah.
This is a place that I'm once again sad that I didn't discover till post Auburn graduation, which is just horrendous on my part. Absolutely great Southern breakfast. People always ask, where do you send people to go eat at Auburn? I send them there because you need a breakfast option, and there are a lot of other great breakfast options too. But you can get obviously breakfast and lunch and good stuff there. Great Auburn ties to the community, all that great stuff. for me, Byron's has got to be on it. I think you wanted to have it on yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Byron's was on the short list for mine as I was kind of debating what I wanted to place in the 4 spots for content and entertainment purposes. When I saw Kyle's, I decided to take mine out. And so, but Byron's is somewhere we are at all the time. That is Emily's favorite breakfast spot for sure. Now, I will say this, Kyle.
Oh boy.
If a certain establishment was still in business and was not a parking lot, it would be a non-negotiable on my Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
and it would be, it was, I guess at one time, a direct competitor. Bryce's Barbecue House would be on this Mount Rushmore without a question.
So it's not on it because it doesn't exist anymore.
I didn't operate that way when I started making mine. So maybe this is I'm assuming you didn't either.
I didn't either. And just as a quick aside, I've already thought of this. We're going to do an extinct Auburn Mount Rushmore. Like, we're going to do that. Okay. So we'll get back to it.
This is like a posthumous designation to the Mount Rushmore. It's like when you reward people after they've died. That's what Price's gets. So I will say that I did not end up at Byron's until Price's had left. Okay. I still have a cup somewhere in here from my last visit.
Don't tell me that. Gosh.
It's probably
this is about Byron's right now.
It's probably growing something, but anyway, do you want me to go on to my next one?
Yeah, you're 3 because this is where we differ.
Yes, we differ. I did love Byron's though. The next one I have is I debated between 2 places. I'm still oh gosh, I'm still iffy on my last one, but the next one I have is more of a burger place. And it is more you're with me, very Auburn centric. I know of a couple other locations, but I think I would consider this an Auburn staple because of what is in it when you go to the original, and then also the certain naming levels it's taken on as time has gone on. I've got Niffers on my Mount Rushmore, and by your nod of approval, I'm thinking that's a good choice.
Yes, it is an excellent choice. There's a couple that are in this vein that I'm kind of even now thinking, should I rotate them in? But Sniffers to me is another one of those places that I send people to very quickly. Now, the problem with that is, though, because that is a table service, Austin. That is service. So are we going to have to retroactively?
You're right. Okay, well, I had a second option.
Go ahead. So
you're right.
You got that's my bad on this one, but okay. So
that's my bad. I'm very glad you said that. So it's still I went between this and another burger place, Sheila C's.
There it is.
Sheila C's. I'm very glad you said that. That was an honest mistake because I just love Niffers. But Sheila C's is my other one because it's also a burger place, more quick service. Sheila C's is one of the best kept secrets in Auburn. And I think that you and I have both talked about how did we not know about this before now. Everything from it being just a small little shack to the old Auburn artwork on the wall to the cow tag you get when it's your turn.
Yes, the cow tag.
To order.
Love
it is.
That is like you want to talk about staple of something? Like it's so simple and like
not
weird.
To mention you are 50 yards from a true cow meat factory that actually cows are wearing real cow tags, so it just gives all the genuineness of it all.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's barn out, baby. Sheila C's is on mine.
Okay, so that's a quick little pivot for you, but 100% agree that is one I struggle to find place on mine. So for my 4th and final one, Austin, and is there a chance that if I changed from what you saw on my list as just a prep thing, that we would overlap? Because I would hate for something to be left off.
No. I now have you're good.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Okay.
You go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with what I originally wrote and not fight myself on it.
Oh, right? You are.
Oh, so I shouldn't.
No. Did you have one in mind?
Okay, I will pivot. Since it sounds like you were going to take the one. See, this is what happens. We want to have different things. But
I messed it up. Niffers messed it up for me. I was too excited.
I'm gonna change for my final Mount Rushmore. Obviously, there's something that's really heavily competing with Wilson, but Little Italy.
The what?
No, Little Italy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay, Little Italy.
I thought you said the Lily. I was like, I don't know this place.
Little Italy Pizzeria or Italian. Is it pizzeria or Italian restaurant? I think it's pizzeria.
Pizzeria. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can get more than pizza there. I haven't tried any of the other dishes just because I love their pizza so much. Listen, folks, Dave Portnoy's been there. He's given the score. Say what you will about the score, whatever. I don't care. I love like my new favorite Auburn thing that I ever did like 2 seasons ago on a game day week and Friday night. Went and got me a slice, sweet tea, sat on Langdon Hall and just on the steps and watched people go by as the sunset went down. My goodness. Just Auburn moment right there. So Little Italy is going to, for now, complete my Auburn quick eats at Mount Rushmore. What's yours?
That's another one of Emily's favorite places. Emily loves the salad, believe it or not, but also the pizza to prepare with it. They're never closed. I'm convinced. I've never seen them closed. And so a great place. I'm glad you mentioned that. You and I know we both share one we were thinking about here. And we've talked about it. A more newer spot. And there's a bit of a clarifying point to this because Amsterdam's is what I'm going to say, but not the Amsterdam. That's the original. The quick service one. Yep. They have one in Moores Mill, but in North Auburn is where most can get it. Is the one I'm going with. You can get so much good stuff there, and it still has the Amsterdam feel of the place that's been around Auburn so long. I know you've hyped it up before on the show of how good it is. It is a place our family frequents quite a bit. So I'm rounding mine out with Amsterdam's.
I think that's a solid pick. It's a newer one too, not some of the more older established ones. The Amsterdam's has been around, but now the quick service has been a new thing. I've been there and had a great experience. Been looking forward to go back in the future because of a variety of stuff that you can get there. And it's got one of those, nicer quick service feels where you go order and they bring it out to you a little bit, better ambiance if you're looking for that type of thing rather than just a quick fast food type place. That right there is solid. I think we've got a lot of the staples, and I know if you're even an owner or an operator of one of these that we left you off, trust me, we struggled with this one because I was going to make the case that Toomer's Drugstore should be on this list too. Maybe not necessarily like as a meal place, but as a, just a food quick staple. They'll find their ways onto other Mount Rushmores and things like that. But anyway, we would love to know what you all think. Your opinions about it. You can share your top 4, folks. That's what Mount Rushmore is. There's no room for 5. There's no room for 6. It doesn't mean these 4 plus this one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top Mount Rushmore of Auburn quick service eats. Let us know. We want to hear from you.